Hello. Good evening, my time, and welcome to another edition of the Success Principles for Housewives and Stay-at-Home Parents. And you know what? This particular principle, maybe we should just keep it. I think that's what we'll do because it's not really my favorite. My name is Dr. Mrs. Blessing Ishomo, and I am a family and sex coach, a leadership coach, a certified trainer of the Success Principles by Jack Canfield Online, and a network marketing professional. Welcome. If this is your first time of joining us, we are looking at the Success Principles by Jack Canfield, and we have done 27 days. So today is the 28th day, and I am so excited to share with you the amazing shifts, the amazing things that the Success Principles have done for me. And this year, I'm looking forward to helping as many that are ready to achieve their goals using the Success Principles. So today, like I said, we are going to be looking at you clean up your messes and incompletes. You know those things that you know you're supposed to do, but you don't get to do them. You just find yourself doing things around it. You say to yourself, I will get to it. You never get to it, and each time you remember it, you are it's not a very good feeling and not a very good place to be. And each time you are irritated. That's what we want to talk about. And why is it not my favorite? Because there are messes and incompletes that I need to focus on and deal with. So let's discuss them. And why is it important for us to discuss them? It's for the fact that there's something that happens to your subconscious mind when you are not getting things done or when you're not completing a task. So look at something like a leaking tap. It's just dropping. Each time you open that shower, you're not able to close the shower well, or each time you open that door, that noise, it's irritating, and yet you've not gotten around to get it fixed. I remember in 2019 or so, I was traveling to New York, and I entered one of the trains, and someone accidentally, as there was a movement, and then the person mistakenly her suitcase hit my leg and then gave a tiny hole, or it tore my outfit, just tiny, just a little. And I said to myself, when I come back, I'm going to take care of that. If you don't look at it, you won't even know. But each time I wear that dress and I see that tear, I feel like I'll get back. I will soon do this thing. I just grab a needle. Oh wait, I'm already late. I'm looking cute and it's not really going to. But then at the back of my head, there is that play of, if you can't handle this little thing, how will you be able to handle the big ones? So there is this thing called the cycle of completion. You decide to do something. You plan how you want to do it. You start doing it. You continue. And you finish, and then it is complete. It's a circle. Many times people start, they decide on what they want to do. They plan, they start, sometimes they stop there. Or they start, continue, but they don't finish. Or they finish, and it's not done away with. It's not complete. And also people make the mistake of asking people to do things for them, but they're not clear about what complete means. So if you take care of say your desk, and there are so many things there, what does complete look like? Is it to organize maybe the pack or whatever, the files, and put them in a drawer? Is inside the drawer the complete? Because if you finish the organizing and you leave it on the table, it's not complete. So a lot of people have so many things that, it's just remaining one little thing and it to be completed. Someone is writing a book and the book is just there, it's about to be completed, and there's just a little thing to complete it, and the person is going on to another project. So it keeps dragging, because there's this thing about the mind. It can only hold a specific thing at a particular time, 2 or 3 things. The mind can only focus on 2 or 3 things at a particular time. So when you have these incompletes, they're actually taking space. Jack Canfield calls it the attention unit. So they're taking attention units from you. You're trying to do something and you remember you have not done that thing. It's like dragging you back emotionally. And then you do all these courses. Many of us that are into the online space, coaching space, you buy this course, you buy the other one, you start, you don't finish, you go to another one, you start, you don't finish. You open a book, you have like 5, 6 books that you are looking into. So become conscious and start the habit of completing things. So there are 4 Ds, 4 things you can do to anything you want to take care of. Is either you do it now. If it take you 10 minutes or less, you do it immediately. Or if it's something that really is not your strength, from what my mentors say to me and what I have understood, please focus on your strengths and delegate your weaknesses. Delegate the things that you struggle to do. You don't need to do everything. There are ways to go about it. You can either pay for someone, a professional, to take care of it. That's a way of delegating. Or you can trade, right? You are good at something and another person is good at your weakness. You can say to the person, let me teach you this and you do this for me. So you either do it, or you delegate, or you delay it. You keep it somewhere away from your attention and mark when you want to do it. So you have a time and a date to it. It frees up that attention unit, or you dump it. So there was one time, in fact, the very first time I was, I needed to go through this program to be certified. And the first time I was given an assignment to do the clean up your messes and incompletes, I went through my home, every room. I wrote down the things that either irritate me or needed completion. Those key holders, the SIM cards you're not using again, the old phones, those pots and pans that have the covers, you are not even sure which is which. You are just stacking them, your wardrobe. So I went through those things, and I went to the, will you call it a store or a garage? Do you know that by the time I was done, so in my network, I know someone whose profession, whose job is to buy domestic items. I called the guy and I told him I have some things for sale. By the time, I sold these things that I no longer need, I had 150,000 in my pocket. So you can imagine. I did some cleaning, freed up the space, made my life easier, lighter, better, and got money for doing it. Do you know there are many things that are in your home? If you look at it critically, you've been keeping them. What are you keeping them for? Some people, they are proud to say they have this cloth in their box for years. It's not something like what you wear, occasions, or it's just there. You're not using it. Give it out. Sell it. Shoes, different things. Begin to make space for something new to come in. Your wardrobe, clothes that you've not worn for the past 6 months, give them out. Donate. Give to charity. Do what you need to do. Let there be space for the new. Presently, another very fantastic mentor and someone who is very good in this, it's called the 9 environment. his name is Jim Bunch, and he was saying something about, you know, you go to your wardrobe and you wear an outfit, and the outfit reminds you of the old you. Some people are still keeping outfits that they've overgrown, or they are now a little bigger. They can't fit in, but they are just keeping it because they like it. Take it away. Some people have, you know, businesses they've done in the past that they are no longer doing, but they still have the properties. Especially those of us that are in network marketing. When you leave one company to the other, all those flyers and all those products and all those things that you have stacked somewhere, just collecting space, throw them away. They're not serving you. You have books all over your bed, and you're not reading them, or arrange them, put them somewhere. Because the truth is, when you have all these things dragging on you, you are not in any way progressing. You're not moving forward. You are distracted. Imagine how you feel when everywhere is scattered, and imagine when someone cleans it up and it's looking all arranged. Just imagine. So what kind of space would you rather be in? A space that inspires you or expires you? Like Jim Bunch will say, he would pick his pen, take a list, enter this room, what inspires me, what expires me, and then focus on those things that inspire you. So you can make a list and then write down those things. It could be, you know, family album, photos that you've not been able to transfer or make them into this new digital album format. It could be tapes, different things that could be holding you back. Promises not kept. It's either you reach out to the person and say, sorry, I know I said I was going to do this for you. Can we reschedule or renegotiate, or say, I'm sorry. Do something about it instead of it being in your mind. I mean, it's not just physical, but mental as well. Imagine if you're carrying someone in your head. What I mean by that is, you know, I should have told her. I should have said my mind. And you are just brooding, or you've bottled it and you're just moving with it. Get over it. Or you broke up with someone, or you had issues. Get over it. If you don't, you are sending out that vibration that you're still holding on to something, and it's not helping the next friend or the next person, because you're looking at everybody from that paradigm or that view of So what can you do today to help start and begin to clean your messes and incompletes? When you begin to free yourself, you know, I said something about going to each of your rooms, going to your space, both physically, mentally, and checking all those things. Sometimes it may look overwhelming. Like recently, because this clean up your messes and incompletes is an ongoing thing, right? Wherever you are, you can take that check and check what needs to be freed of you so that you can function better. So recently I did one more round, and I found out that I have a lot. So you know what I did? I did the smallest of all of them, like the drawer by my bedside. I just arranged it, and I felt really good, and I ticked it. Yeah, I've done something today, and I'm cleaning my messes once a day or weekends. Over time, you have a plan. You start, you continue, you finish, and you stamp complete, and you move it aside. Bring your children in and everyone, and teach them also to take care of their messes and incompletes. There are different ideas, different ways to help you. You could sit down, look at your financial, records. Are you owing someone? Write it down. Is someone owing you? Write it down. These are incompletes, and different things. Just write them down. What about your business? What's the next plan? Write them down, and then begin to plan how you're going to attack each and take care of it. The beauty about this is when you have a plan and you follow them, remember the rule of 5, taking care of your messes and incompletes can be one of your rule of 5. You feel happy, you know when and how to do something. So I hope you've learned something today. Thank you so much for joining. Please share with your friends as well. What would you do in the next 24 hours to help free the space for you to focus on important things? Because if you have all these incompletes, deep down in your subconscious, it's almost like if you can't take care of just the door handle, how are you going to do that big project that you've been talking about, and how are you going to achieve your goals this year? So I hope you've gotten something. Thank you so much for joining. Join us tomorrow by 9 p.m. Lagos Nigerian time or West African time for another success principle. Bye for now.